African Americans are, I mean, our history goes back just as far as the Jewish history goes back. There's a linkage and there's a lineage between the cultures. Even though we may be of different color and different hair texture and different physical features, there is a relationship.
The separation of milk and meat products.
Yeah, you can't eat milk and meat at the same time. You can't eat pork. You can't eat shellfish.
Catfish and macaroni and cheese.
I like some collard green.
Education and success and perseverance.
We invented the gas mask and the stoplight.
We invented a lot of things, and tops to bottles. All black people, the ice cream scooper in a refrigerator. All black people are not.
Peanut butter.
This is dyed. I'm naturally blonde.
Yeah, 50% of my class, and we're all Jewish, have blonde hair.
Are not drug dealers. All black people do not shoot people. All black people are not junkies.
We're against stereotyping.
Even though there are a few people in our religion
that would fit the stereotype,
like being Japs or being corrupt or something like that, that doesn't apply.
Or cheap.
Cheap doesn't apply to most of us.
People misunderstand our success. We had a big part in the world.
In the 1900s, this area of Reservoir Hill was considered the countryside. Like, people came here for vacations, and they had vacation homes here, and it was like a little getaway area.
Basically, slavery ended, and they, for a brief period, did have some rights, and then there was the rise of the Klan, the rise of the people who said, no, they're not slaves anymore, but we want to treat them like they still are.
House workers were treated just as bad as slaves, but it was close to it by the way that they were talked to.
We were not considered to be human beings. We were considered to be 3/5 of a person. Bored, hot, thirsty. Where's that stupid maid? Doesn't she hear me? What took you so long?
I came as soon as you called.
Oh yeah, right. Get me some lemonade.
Yes, ma'am.
Don't take your time.
Here you go, ma'am.
Excuse me. What is this?
It's lemonade.
It's simply water with lemon.
I'll take it back.
You're so dumb.
Lemonade, ma'am.
Thank you. Now that's the way it's supposed to be done.
And we decided to change roles in this video because we could learn more about each other's background.
I really didn't know how I was being Jewish, and we switched roles because we both wanted to see how I felt.
It was very, very helpful in just teaching us about each other, teaching us what was going on.
And then in the 1940s, the area was an area of primary living for Jews, and mostly Jews lived here.
We did not have a lot of contact with people of other religions or people of color. There were segregated schools, parks, playgrounds, swimming pools, tennis courts. So there was like a dividing line at Madison Avenue, and all of the white people lived on this side, that would be east, and the people who were black lived on the other side. We had very little contact. When we went to the Metropolitan Theater, we walked down Whitelock Street, and it was at the corner of North and Pennsylvania. And we would say hello to people, but we didn't associate with them in our schools.
Well, around this neighborhood, it wasn't that bad because, like this is a black neighborhood. It was a black neighborhood anyway. So, only problem I had problem with when you go downtown. The movers, we have to sit in the balcony. But as long as you're in the same neighborhood, it wasn't no problem. As long as you stay in your neighborhood, it wasn't no problem.
Well, what if you didn't stay in your neighborhood?
Well, then you have a problem. That's a problem.
I grew up in a very, very segregated environment, and I had no consciousness whatsoever. I don't know when I got my later political consciousness, but I was completely ignorant of social problems and the fact that we led a very segregated lives.
Yeah, I mean, at the time, everyone was pitching in the war effort.
Doesn't matter who you are, where you come from. It was something the whole world was involved in, and everybody did as much as they could. So it was something we could do together.
Now, Lily, this is Sarah. Sarah, this is Lily, and she's going to be doing the sewing.
Hi.
Hi. Now, here are your basic materials. Here's the material you'll be sewing, your measuring tape, your scissors, and your sewing machine. You do know how to use a sewing machine, don't you?
Of course.
Okay, I'll be checking in on you ladies later.
All right. Thank you. How do you turn it on?
Oh, like that.
Thank you. Oh, it's very pretty.
Thank you. My father gave it to me before he left.
Your father's in the war? Yeah, my father's been gone for an awful long time.
I didn't know black people were in the war.
I miss him so much.
Oh, mine too.
Although it's the least we can do to sit here and make clothes for the men in the war. It's a nice way to spend your day, making clothes and making friends.
Is everything all right, ladies?
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
And then in the 1960s, it had become predominantly black. And I just think it was really interesting that the changing over of people.
Jewish people were not allowed in Roland Park or Guilford on the other side of the park. So we felt discriminated against and isolated too.
There was the Inquisition, which was in Spain, when the Spanish king and queen decided they didn't want any Jews in their kingdom, so they kicked them all out. The Holocaust.
Even though Jews and blacks were going through almost the same exact thing, we didn't really converse on what was actually going on.
Even together politically, they were a lot more likely to work together than they would socially.
May I help you? Your housing codes are making it impossible for me to find a place to live.
One moment, please. I'm tired of renting. I want a nice new house in Roland Park, because my family's getting bigger.
I want a house with a big yard and lots of luxuries.
This whole place is in the hands of the White Citizens Council.
I'm going to sit here until they change it.
We shall overcome. We shall overcome.
the 60s, it was, by that time it was majority black. There were still some Jews left, though.
But after a while, they moved out over the years. Now it's mainly a lot of blacks there now.
All the white people, not all of them, but they want our neighborhood all clean and stuff. But sometimes I think the black people be messing it up, like throwing trash, and I think the white people starting to move out because it don't seem like it's that many no more.
And then a lot of the older people moved out. Then when the new people come in, they don't stay. You know, the system is just not the same. You know, everything don't remain the same.
But now, I'm telling the truth, it's dangerous out here with young. You know, you scared these young guys more than anything now. Because they be doing so much crazy things. I mean, crazy things.
I don't know if it's getting better or not, but because they've been locking up people in, like, you won't stand for a little while, and they come right back out and go back on the corner. Like, you know how they lock you up and you'll be in jail for a little while, but then you'll come back right back out and do drugs down, be learning their lesson. And police keep on locking them up.
I go to synagogue in this neighborhood, and outside of this project, I really haven't had a very extensive relationship with it. And I think that's one of the great things about the project, is that I'm getting to learn more about this neighborhood. I was actually kind of intimidated by black people.
Like walking around, seeing people in the neighborhood and seeing how they, like how friendly they were and that kind of thing.
I really didn't know that Jewish people lived in my neighborhood, and they like was really around there.
It's not as easy to get along with a different race and a different religion as it appears to be. I mean, we worked it out through the course of the project, but at the beginning it was actually a challenge.
Just, you know, to show that there's more about it, I guess, than skin color, more about it than religion.
And she used to call me ugly because I was dark-skinned, and I used to go and cry like, I wish I was white.
It's scary though, because sometimes they just sit next to me and take out a sheet of paper and start drawing swastikas and stuff.
We have overcome some of the problems, but there's still some that need to be talked over.
Yeah. In your own way, you black.
Is that it?
That's a big compliment.
Okay. That's great. And, you know, in your own way, you're Jewish.
Never forget who you are, but I think you have to incorporate all those cultures that have had a positive influence on your life.